for tuning in to today's broadcast.
Logicians on this one. Now you turn me way down, right? All right, so come on, man. All right, so look, it says, now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Amen.
So things are closer than they believe, but you got to do some things now. You got to embrace some things now.
Yes.
I understand. I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, I'm about to get to that, man. I'm about to take this thing to another level. Are you a logician?
Mm-hmm. Tell it.
Because now is the time to take it to. As soon as you got the revelation was the time. Oh, you thought you were right on time. No, you behind. You been supposed to be doing that.
Amen.
And then you think you're doing God a favor because you realize it. God has been waiting for you to do it for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Amen.
And now you're going, man, you know, I ain't even had that revelation, but I got that revelation now. And you constantly rehearsing the revelation. It's now's the time.
Amen.
What are we doing here? We got to apply this.
That's right.
We're behind. We're definitely not ahead of God. And a lot of cases we're not with God. And you're waiting on what? Perfect scenarios? The Bible says he that studies the wind shall not sow. Waiting for perfect. You know what the perfect scenario is? I'm going to help you out. Because, sometimes we don't know. Now. That's it.
Amen.
Perfect scenario. Now. That's it. Look at the things that's impacted your life. You just did them. And what you weren't ready for them. Everything, the ducks wasn't in a row.
Amen.
But you got your point. It's like, man, I just had to do something.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, things start falling in place because it was waiting on you to take the step. Now. The whole day. I hope when you're trying to sleep, watching TV, all you hear is now. You sit there, now. You just walk around all day at work, and people, how you keep getting signs everywhere, on the monitors. All the monitors at the job just be now popping up. You see now. Every time you read a sentence, now just stands out in every sentence. Every time you see now. Talk to the coach now. Everything's now. Just now. You're sitting around now. Somebody asks you a question now. When you gonna do that now? Now. I'm saying it over and over because that's all I want you to hear. Now, Chris, now. It's now, because now is the time. But anyway, let's get back into the lesson. We were talking about something. I got you. I think I got you. We were talking about something I thought was just weaved into this. This is a small portion of this. Wednesday, which remember we talked about we need to take things to another level and not just come to church just on Sunday, just do a drive-by on Sunday. And if you're late, because I always say, well, just 2 hours on Sunday is not enough for all the stuff you get in the world. But I'll stand to be corrected. That's not reality, is it? Because reality is everybody's not getting 2 hours because they're not here that long. And then, I feel some of y'all be rushing me towards the end of the service, but you just got here.
All right now.
So you got here at 11:10, and you trying to rush me out at 12:10. So that's an hour. You ain't even been here an hour.
All right now.
And then some of you got here a little earlier, but you didn't check in. You ain't even check your mind in until about 12:30. So you working on 45 minutes. Man, you rushing me. I've been up since early this morning.
Amen.
So by the time we get to 12:30, it's probably been an 8-hour job for me. But you're going to rush me with an hour. And then you're going to walk around boasting to the people that's around you. Yeah, I live for God. Yeah, I go to such and such church. Really? In some cases, you visited.
Make it plain.
I ain't saying no name. Yeah, listen, if y'all get all offended, y'all know if you don't ever come to church, everybody that some of y'all, your work schedules, some of y'all's not work schedules, sometimes you get lazy. All right, but you've never heard me go, what's wrong with you? Where was you at? How come you didn't come to church? I'll check on you because, me and my wife talk about this a lot. Sometimes it's a lose-lose. If I check on you, it's like some of you will say, thanks for checking on me. Some of you be like, so what you trying to say? I wasn't at church? No, I was just checking on you. If I don't check on you, some of you say, see, I love that church, man. They don't put no pressure on me. Somebody else is saying, look, I ain't even been in church. They don't even care.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So you know what I tell her? Now, since I had worked for a church for 12 years, was at another church for 18 years, I got a lot of training in this. I said, why don't we just be ourselves? Because you can't keep up with the different flows of different, because somebody's going to like what you do and somebody's not. Right. Now, we're just going to be obedient to God. How about y'all do the same thing?
Amen.
And how about doing what you expect of us? We think the best. Yeah, they're probably working. They're probably out of town. I don't know. They could have been sick. There's 1,000 scenarios why they wasn't in the doors. Not just, I ain't going to church today. That's actually rare. It is taking place. But everybody's not thinking that. And if they are thinking it, they got choice. Now, thank God they got a conference line because I'm not getting up today. I'm calling in. Right? No problem. Could you guys operate that with us? Do you think the best of us? You expect us to think the best of you? Uh-oh. Some reality, huh? Anyway, so we were talking about Wednesday. This was supposed to be talking about Wednesday. We were talking about Wednesday, which Wednesday, in addition to the hour that you did today, maybe do another hour on Wednesday. Wednesday is an hour. We were talking about church on the rock. And we went to Matthew 16. Let's look at this, because this fits in. Matthew 16. Matthew 16, it says this. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, who do men say I am? Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, others Jeremiah, and one of the prophets. He said unto them, but who do ye say that I am? And Simon Peter answered, the Son of the living God. Jesus answered, said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah. That means Simon, which is his name. Bar-Jonah means son of John. So basically, whatever John's last name was. So Simon Bar-Jonah, right? At 17. Simon Bar-Jonah said, flesh and blood has not revealed this unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And he says, and this I say unto thee, that thou art Peter. So he gave him a different name, Peter, which means rock, large rock. He says, and upon this rock, huge rock of Gibraltar rock, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So we were talking about this, and what he was saying is, he said, oh, we got something here. He said, what you realize wasn't given to you by your feelings, wasn't given to you by outside circumstances. You heard from God. He says, you heard from God, not just heard from God, but you heard from God who you are. He says, you're Peter. He said, yes, you were birthed Simon Bar-Jonah. And the people in the hood would be like, that's my slave name. Back when we used to, everybody try to be Muslim. Right? It's my slave name. Keith, that's my slave name. Latif, man, that's my... So your pastor have been through a lot, right? All right, so somebody's watching this, remember that, don't you? All right, so what was I saying? Oh, so what you're saying is you were birthed Simon Bar-Jonah. He says, but the truth, the reality is you're Peter. You represent rock. But the revelation you got represents you discovering who you are, right? And where you fit in the big picture. He said, now I'm going to build my church on that. I'm building my church on every time you come in the house, you get closer and closer to who you are, right. Embracing reality, yes. Right? Mm-hmm. And where you fit in God's plan.
Amen.
That's how we roll it. Everything else is a distraction. Amen. And the trip is we invest everything else in everything else but who we are and how we fit in God's plan. It doesn't take away from whether you play basketball, whether you play hockey, whether you're building a life insurance business, whatever. It doesn't take away from that. Those are platforms. Mm-hmm. Those are platforms for God to use who you are and what his ultimate plan is.
Amen.
That's what he said in Matthew, right? So, and I'm going to skip something. So now you have to ask yourself, after hearing the truth, knowing that it's about reality, can you leave out of here today and continue living a lie? Can you live a lie another day in your life? Some of you going, of course I can. I'm a master at it. No, you ain't say that. So can you tell yourself, how could I say? Can you tell yourself you can look through the lenses of compromise and still assess that which is holy? Because a lot of times when somebody telling you what's holy, you're going, well, hold on a second. Let me just see if I want to embrace this. You know, because it probably don't take all that. What lenses are you looking through? The truth or lie? Amen. Now, the truth guy probably could measure it out. But if you're wearing fear, that's not the truth. You're wearing insecurity, that's not the truth. If you're wearing fronting, that's not the truth. So how are you so confident in coming against what's being presented to you as truth? Because only the truth can see truth. Amen. And you say, no, but I can see. I didn't say you couldn't see. I said only the truth can see truth. You seeing something. You driving down the highway. I call you up, I was like, man, what are you doing? Isaac, what are you doing, man? Because I'm driving behind him. What are you doing? I said, what you mean what I'm doing, dog? I'm driving. I said, dude, man, you can't see nothing. Man, I can see. What do you see? Dashboard? System? I got it on such and such station? I said, yeah, well, if you clear those windshield wipers, you'll see you just ran over 3 people. So you can see. It's not what you're seeing, it's what you're not seeing. Amen. That's what the challenge is. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, I just told you. You're not seeing something. Nah, I can see. I didn't say you couldn't see. I said there's something you're not seeing. That's good. That's good. And then you'll fight, snap. You'll walk out of here and talk to somebody. Who you think he talking to? And I didn't say your name one time. And go, he think, I don't need, because here you go. I know I hear from God. How do you know? Based on what? Based on the results? So you hearing from God clearly has gotten you those results? Could it be there's something you're not hearing? Is there a chance? Because you just made an absolute statement. I know that I know, Are you doing with Miriam and what's the other person? Aaron? Are you doing what Miriam and Aaron did with Moses? You ain't the only one to hear from God, dog. What's these boils? She got leprosy right after that. Like I was like, are you coming against the man of God that's setting himself apart to be with me? Amen. Mm-hmm. You visit me? And he's trying to give you, he ain't trying to hurt you. He's trying to give you what you need. Except the corner we fall to the ground and die, it can't bring forth fruit. Except that lie die, it can't bring forth the truth. Amen. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away. That lie is passed away. All things become new. Truth. Amen. 2 Corinthians 5:17. All right, but I did want to get... All right, so this is the thing. You want to cross out of just having lips of honor and be heart living. Sometimes we have honoring lips, but we're not living for God in our heart, right? And then there was another thing that I had to give you, and then we about to leave. Stand on your feet. I'm about to give it to you. It's coming. You might want to sit down, but it's coming. Stand up. No, have a seat. Stand up. No, this is the thing. You want to get beyond having just great form to hide your great fake. So you want to get beyond just having great form, the wonderful presentation that's hiding the great fake. So the form is already a lie. But what's happening is getting so deep, what's behind the form is a lie too. So just in case they discover that that's not the truth and they pull that off, you got another disguise behind that. So
Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. To view videos or make donations, feel free to access our website at www.heirscc.org.